What is up? Hey, today we are going to be discussing whether or not Fresh and Fit are using their podcast to funnel subscribers over to some OnlyFans girls that they are potentially pimping or managing. And to help give us a little bit of context on that, we are going to be reacting to a video that Abba and Preach dropped where they're reacting to Michael Sertan talking about an OnlyFans model who recently went on the podcast. Her name is Stephanie Palomarzano or something like that. And within 24 hours, her OnlyFans account blew up to 1,200 subscribers, which I've never been on OnlyFans, but I've heard that that translates to roughly $12,000 a month if they all, continue to stay. So she went on the podcast. She got dragged, I guess, severely. I didn't catch it. And she ended up gaining $12,000 from going on the Fresh and Fit podcast. And without further ado, we're going to go ahead and get into this video, and then we'll start the discussion on whether or not that, Myron might be out here pimping some hoes, y'all.
It's the Wednesday show of Fresh and Fit. You guys remember Stephanie Palomares was getting dunked on by the chat the entire show. Yep. And I asked Stephanie Palomares, I said, Stephanie, before the show, I need you to screenshot how many OnlyFans subscribers you have. And then afterwards, I need you to tell me how many you have 24 hours later.
Should we all do that right now?
Yes. I
already did it.
I think all of you should do that. Now, here's what happened. I've never seen a girl get dunked on more than this girl on Fresh and Fit ever. The whole chat was just on her the entire time. She got 1,200 paying subs in 24 hours. Guys, hold on. For those of you who can't do math because you went to public school, that's $12,000 a month. That's 100.
Or maybe we just don't subscribe to OnlyFans, so we don't know the pricing. Did that ever occur?
$144,000 a year for sitting there for 2.5 hours getting dunked on by the chat. And she wrote me later and she was like, yeah, it's totally worth it. I would do it again. That's what she told me.
What are you saying? Fresh and Fit is Dubai?
What you mean?
I mean, they're going to get dunked on, but it's worth it. But the money.
I thought you said Fresh and Fit is Dubai. The bitches go there to get shat on.
Yes, that's what I meant. For the money, and then they get paid for it. But it's totally worth it. It's fucked up, but it's worth it.
I got you.
So yeah.
Just so you guys understand, this is what I'm seeing, because I'm trying to be objective here. I am seeing women say delusional things about the men they're attracted to on this show, and then I see men calling them 304s, and then I see these same women ending up with thousands of new Instagram or OnlyFans subs. So you guys in the chat, instead of coming after me and Rolo, you need to be coming after other dudes in the chat and asking which one of you motherfuckers is sitting there saying this shit and then subbing to these girls. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with subbing to these girls. What I am saying is there's something wrong with calling them whores and then subbing to their OnlyFans. That's something that is fucked up.
See, now I think this is where they're getting it a little twisted right here. See, they're not understanding that Fresh and Fit kind of have like a diverse fan base, right? You got the guys that are there that are really there just there to simp. They're just there simping. They're there to watch the girls. These are the ones that don't watch anything on Fresh and Fit except for like the after hour shows. Or they watch like Fedit Reacts now just because they want to see Myron's assistant or whatever. But yeah, there's that part of their fan base. And then there's the part that actually really do hate women. And, there's some kind of something going on beneath the surface with those guys, if you know what I mean. But so those are the ones that are in the chat and they're dragging the girls or sending in the super chats, calling the girls 304s and this and that. And then you got the guys that are just there simping. They're there to see the girls, and then they're the ones that turn around and go and subscribe to these OnlyFans accounts. Because you got to remember, Fresh and Fit have like over 1 million subscribers now. So there's bound to be different types of guys within that 1 million subscribers.
Kindergarten thing, whenever the little guy is pulling on the hair of a girl he likes, It's just that it evolved to dunking on a girl and hiding behind a screen. Nobody sees you, so you dunk on that girl. Oh, you this, you that, you that, you that. You say it out loud. It's funny. It makes the guy laugh. But then after that, you're gonna sub to her. It's just like back in my days, whenever there was dudes dunking on fat girls. Oh, this and that, and whatever, whatnot. They were the same dudes like going in disguise, fucking trying to ask them out or whatever, whatnot, and hold hands and chill with them. And then when the other guys show up, they was like, yo, don't hold my hand.
I didn't touch that bitch, nigga. I'll kill you. Fuck you, nigga. I'll kill you. Please believe me. Please believe me.
All right. If you try to attract girls with cheese, you're gonna end up with rats. You understand what I'm saying? And that's what's going on. You're gonna attract them with all the cheese, and then you're gonna be like, yeah, that's a hoe. All she wants is my money. That's what you told her. And that's
it too. That's the whole premise behind don't lead with your wallet, because if you do that, you're just going to attract women that want to use you for money. You know what I mean? Who was it? Was it like Alpha Male Strategies or somebody that used to always say, don't take a woman out on an expensive date the first date. Take her out for some cheap drinks or something cheap. You don't want to be pulling up on Lambos and Ferraris and shit, even Mercedes and certain domestic cars will, send off the trigger that you're trying to lead with your money. You're using your money to get coochie. You know what I'm saying? And that's okay if that's all you want to get is coochie. That's okay. But if you're trying to actually get a relationship with a respectable woman, yeah, of course you don't want to lead with your money because she's just going to end up using you for money. Just like the passport bros, they go overseas and people know that they're American and they want to come to America. So they're going to try to use that person to get over to the America and get a green card. You know what I'm saying? Same premise.
The games, you're gonna have a bunch of hustlers that are gonna get for the money,
and that's the kind of women you go after. And so one of the funniest moments, someone sent me a clip. It's like they were doing a live podcast and the audience members showed up, and then they asked them a question.
Show of hands if you're.
And this right here, this was just stupid. Now this right here should tell you that Fresh and Fit, they really want to keep you single. Why? Because keeping you single keeps you watching their content, keeps you sending them super chats, keeps on making them more money. Just pay attention to this clip right here. Pay attention to this.
Certainly in a relationship. Okay.
Stupid.
So half the audience. Show of hands if you're single. Okay. Oh. Now, for all the single dudes out there, raise your hand if you want a girlfriend or a wife or a girl in your life. Show of hands. Okay, so the most of you want a girl in your life.
Now, did you guys catch that? They asked, how many of you are in relationships? And the guys all raised their hands. They called them stupid. When they asked how many were single, those guys raised their hands, which was like the majority of the room. They gave them a Don DeMarco. Not the other way around. Why? Because they don't want you to be in a relationship. They want you to be single. You guys getting that?
Show of hands if you want to do the Myron approach and have multiple wives. Okay.
Now, these guys talk about delusional. Talk about delusional. These guys cannot even get one girl to like them, to fucking deal with them, but yet they think they're going to have multiple wives, multiple girlfriends. Are you fucking, who, are you kidding me? Like, seriously, dude, y'all got to get it together. And y'all want to call these OnlyFans models and IG models delusional. It's a lot of delusional guys within the Fresh and Fit fan base, obviously.
The fuckers who can't get one girl want to have multiple.
Exactly.
It's a goal. It's a goal.
It's a pipe dream.
It's a goal. If you want to.
And that's exactly what it is. It's a pipe dream. It is a fucking pipe dream. What AMS used to say all the time. You sell these hoes a pipe dream and you DM down. That's exactly what Fresh and Fit is doing to a lot of their fan base. They're selling them a pipe dream. They're DMing them down, running that wallet.
Go to Broadway, but you can't get one audition. You still want to get to Broadway. I'll give them that.
And this is what I'm saying. This whole ideology is funny because it's supposed to do all this self-improvement stuff and it's supposed to get results. But you see, most of the people with 10 can't get them, and then they have a pipe dream that's so out of reach. It's like, you're not even built for that. I just think the obsession with whoredom is funny to me when the kind of women these dudes constantly clamor after, subscribe to Instagrams, or pay for OnlyFans are women with ridiculous butts, ridiculous size inflated balloon titties, ridiculous looking lips. Everything is surgically done. It's interesting that that's what they hate.
And that shit is gross, honestly, if you ask me. It doesn't look natural. And in my opinion, the reason a lot of these red pill guys actually kind of like that stuff, it's actually desensitizing them to potentially dating, dare I say it, fuck it, I'm gonna say a transgender woman. That's because pretty soon you're not going to, it's already hard to tell the difference between a transgender woman and a natural woman that got work done. It's just going to get harder. So if you're asking me, that's what they're desensitizing them to move towards, because a lot of these guys can't get women, right? But it's probably going to be a little easier for them to get a transgender woman, because that transgender woman might be able to understand them a little bit. They might be able to understand a transgender woman a little bit. And not to mention, some of these guys are are in the closet anyways. Okay.
But then that's all they jerk off to or subscribe to or pay for. There's an interesting thing there.
That's what they hate, but if you look at the Instagram search, it's going to be wild.
Yeah. That is facts, and that's why you see even regular women who don't even do stuff online now getting all these surgeries, because they see what these men are clamoring for. But hey, that's the life. Smoke and mirrors. Anything else?
Nope.
So now, here's the question. Now, Fresh and Fit absolutely know this about their own show. They know that a lot of their fan base is going over to the OnlyFans accounts afterwards and subscribing to these women.
Came on the show and he would talk smack to every single girl. Oh, she looks bad. Oh, she's a 4. Da da da. This is a same guy. Donate thousands of dollars, right? $100 each time. He found this one girl on the show, Colombian chick, right? You know what I mean? And he was like, that whole show he didn't super chat at all. I was like, is this guy dead? Is he okay? He shows up this time to talk shit to girls, right? Lo and behold, we found out from our producer that he actually DM'd the girl, flew her out to Texas, took her out for like a week or two, said, hey, I want you to be my girlfriend. Mind you, this is the same guy that said to every single girl, oh, you're no good, you're lesser than men.
So they recruited on that show.
But guess what?
Yeah, we began like Simpson here, like watching us just for that.
But think about this, right? He just met her, wanted to be her boyfriend. It's like, these guys, they talk a lot of smack and they pretend behind the camera.
Yeah.
Behind the computer. But deep down, they're the ones sipping the hardest.
Yeah.
They talk a lot of smack and they pretend behind the camera.
Yeah.
Behind the computer. But deep down, they're the ones sipping the hardest.
And the same thing on Instagram. That's the whole reason they have these women put their information out in the first place. They literally ask them. They tell them, hey, what's your name, your age, are you single, or dating status. That's what they ask. Dating status, and what's your info, your IG, your OnlyFans, whatever, right? They ask them to put that out there on their podcast. Now, here's the thing. Who's to say that Fresh and Fit aren't managing some of these women? That would actually be kind of smart, as long as they're doing it in a legal way. That's why they get along with Andrew Tate so well. That's why they are always constantly defending Andrew Tate, because they do the same thing. But they don't have to traffic women. The women just come to them because they want the clout. So Myron seems like he's half smart, even though he does some dumbass shit. He seems like he's half smart. what's stopping them from telling these women like, hey, we're going to put you on our show. You're going to get so much clout. You're going to blow up so much. Let us manage you. You know what I'm saying? Pay us 5%. We'll manage you. We'll put you on the show. Your OnlyFans is going to blow up. It's going to make you millions of dollars. That would be super smart. Who's to say that they're not doing it already? I mean, we already know that they're using them for sex, right? They're sleeping with these women. They're using the show to sleep with these women. We know that already. It's already been proven. It's undeniable. So who's to say that they're not using these women and making some more money off the back end too? That would be actually super smart of them, as long as they're doing it the legal way. And honestly, if I had their platform, I really couldn't blame them. But at the same time, their fan base, you guys are the ones that are complaining that these women can do this kind of stuff and men can't. But yet you're the ones going over there and paying them to do that. At least the ones that are over in the fan base simping. I know, I understand some of y'all really hate women. I understand. You know, I mean, I don't understand why, but at the same time, I understand some of y'all hate women. So you guys got to think about it. Are they pimping OnlyFans women? Y'all let me know what y'all think about that down in the comment section. For now, it's your boy Charm, UDP, Unfiltered Discussions Podcast. We up out of here. Peace.